Alright, hear this now. Well, I see so much thing I run in one time, I have to talk about it, you know. Alright, so I see the former Prime Minister I warn about the corruption. I have to take off your hat to him, you know. Yeah, because him alone makes sense in the conference yesterday. No joke about it. You understand, Bruce? No one to salute you. Yeah, because hear this now. The man I keep it real. And when a man I keep it real, you have to just identify where I say and where I want him to come blog and them thing there, you know. So you have two things. I can play one, make it hear where I say. Where I'm said to the Prime Minister. So I want to play that, make it hear it. Yeah. And I play where I make it hear where I talk about. So when the Prime Minister come up and in this bag of foolishness, Bruce I come talk 100% real thing. So when the man come and talk real thing, you have to take off your hat to him because him see it. Well, the man I'm 70, I don't know, the man the business about now. Why him just come tell you real as is. And him say the foolishness. But you're still the Prime Minister. What Bruce tell you? Camera plate make it hear. It will show you say the Prime Minister about the foolishness. Because him tell himself it use him capital, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna tell you about the corruption, so I'm gonna play you gonna hear it in one voice. Then we read from both things. And I remember, you know, him make the speech and him gonna clear it up and tell you say, yo, don't make them go around the sucker, you play a defense and I defend them. But the Prime Minister himself, it make you double bad. Because if you come and say, you know, put up with the foolishness, and then every minute when them do something, then you jump in a defense, what do you think you do? Eh? Bruce himself say it. Him learn from the thing we're going, the Tivoli encourage on. Him learn and him attack solid. And when him attack solid, me take off my hat, me heal him up. You understand? Me have to heal him up. And we no business, because we no business. If a man come and attack solid, you know, and it makes sense, you know. You heal him up, you know. You understand? So what me gonna do? Me gonna play Bruce. Me gonna play what Bruce say. Right now, I have to play what Bruce say. See? I have to do that because tell me one now. Everything where the former Prime Minister talks, right, that's so. It make a hell of a sense. Hear what the man say, so. Look here. Hear this. When you hear this. Hear this.
I told Andrew last week that he's being forced on the back foot too often. Too often when he should be hitting boundaries and putting runs on the board. He's being forced to play defensive stroke to protect the wicket. Use a football analogy. He has to be spending too much time springing to the left and diving to the right to prevent a defender's goal. It's not fair to him. I told him last week that he has accumulated political capital that I wished I had had. I said to him, as my leader, as my successor, and as my friend, you have that political capital. Don't be afraid to use it when it is necessary to use it. Because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
A reality attack. Reality the man attack. So me play about that. And you hear them clap. And you still them come up and attack them foolishness. You hear what I'm saying? Let me play it again. See? It makes sense. I have to hear them up when it makes sense. You understand? Hunger man talk with sense. Yesterday this man. Yeah? Listen him. Yeah. Listen.
I told Andrew last week that he's being forced on the back foot too often. Too often when he should be hitting boundaries and putting runs on the board. He's being forced to play defensive stroke to protect the wicket. Use a football analogy. He has to be spending too much time springing to the left and diving to the right to prevent a defender's goal. It's not fair to him. I told him last week that he has accumulated political capital that I wished I had had. I said to him, as my leader, as my successor, and as my friend, you have that political capital. Don't be afraid to use it when it is necessary to use it. Because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
Reality. 100%. 100% reality. Remember here where I say right, so.
When we mess up, when we screw up, he's the one that gets blamed, not us. He's the one that gets fried in our fat. If we do our job well, with integrity, and in the best interest, not of ourselves, but of the country, We not enhance it, we strengthen it. If we screw up in doing that job, if we make the mistake of believing that the assignment we have been given is something that we are entitled to because we are good laborers, if we believe that we are put there to pursue our own interests or feather our own nest, then we're letting down Andrew Holness. We're cold in the game. We must not let him down. We must not let down the thousands of laborers who put us where we are and who have kept us where we are. We must not spit in the faces of the thousands who don't identify themselves as laborers but went and voted for us because of the trust and the confidence that Andrew has inspired in them.
Do you hear him? It makes sense. So if me a listener man now, if Andrew did a talk and make sense like this, me listen to him. But him don't make no sense. Camera play him. But those who have to take off my at me, loan some take off my at to you. As a former Prime Minister. The man in advance in a age and thing and everything when him does talk. You know hear what me a play? Eh? The man makes sense. I him alone make sense at the conference. See? Me have to play something else. Because see there, him tell him, you know. Him tell him I'm a play it. I me read this over here so where him say yes so. See? Former Prime Minister and once leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, Bruce Golding, has warned party supporters about the danger of being involved in many corrupt activities. Look what the man going to tell you. You understand? The man come and tell you because him see the whole corruption a play out. I wanna go like you want to play it down. This is what Andrew do. You hear what I say? Andrew run out in a defense. That make you a bad leader too. Because you're dead there, you say you're a protector, you know, around put them, but you still you around put them. And billions will lose. The country go wrong way. But Bruce see it here, Bruce say if him they have the capital, him they use it better. Eh? In a thought, provoking address to the JLP 78th annual conference yesterday, Golding charged that an act of corruption by members of the government would amount to them spitting in the face of thousands of Jamaicans who vote elect Andrew Holness as their Prime Minister. According to Golding, Holness is being forced to often into damage control mood due to the action of some public officials. A lie, Mattel? Eh? Him not telling a lie. He not telling a lie. You see me I say? And members of Parliament for their contribution towards the party victory in 2020, which, you know, is a low turnout, that. But when I talk about, I have nothing about that. The former Prime Minister said Holness has built a treasure trove of public goodwill through his style, commitment, energy, and determination, which resonate with Jamaicans. But Golding want to realize that the goodwill Holness now enjoy must be protected or it will be easily eroded. So me just play where I say right here so. And we say we take off add to you, former Prime Minister Bruce Golding for come talk the truth. You understand? Them have to hear the truth. You understand? I'm going to play it again where the man say. It make everything name sense. Instead of him a play film defense and go on with him foolishness and back the foolishness, him that move up some people long time and make sure secure the purse and make sure when him say ma do him do it. But just pay talking and gas up and all kind of things and let go people. Nah go work. Ma the worse. Here Bruce I tell them. Remember Bruce could have go there and gas up the people, you know. But now that make, you know, you want, you honor the first Bruce to this. The other day, Andrew run out and say, man, they're the worst thing. And when Bruce, he start on him and say, you're mad. Bruce have to come out and say, no, man, I want the best Prime Minister Jamaica ever say. Bruce himself. Come and say, no, man, this is a good man, boom, bam, bam. Then Andrew say, oh, me taking a bath. No, that's why my mother give me name Michael. My father don't give me name first name Michael. My mother give me middle name. That's why my name Michael. Because him never mean it so. You understand? That man is sick. Your Bruce I tell him. And if you take heed and take this, yeah.
I told Andrew last week that he's being forced on the back foot too often. Too often when he should be hitting boundaries and putting runs on the board. He's being forced to play defensive stroke to protect the wicket. Use a football analogy. He has to be spending too much time springing to the left and diving to the right to prevent a defender's goal. It's not fair to him. I told him last week that he has accumulated political capital that I wished I had had. I said to him, as my leader, as my successor, and as my friend, you have that political capital. Don't be afraid to use it when it is necessary to use it. Because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
Yeah, again.
When we mess up, when we screw up, he's the one that gets blamed, not us. He's the one that gets fried in our fat. If we do our job well, with integrity, and in the best interest, not of ourselves, but of the country, we're not.
Remember just rewind that again, Bruce. At them more here of the country. When they mess up, him have to get fried because of him. But you say it already, you say him I get fried, but him get fried because of him. I jump on about them, put them in him office and everything. Him not move them, just move them around. Hear this.
When we mess up, when we screw up, he's the one that gets blamed, not us. He's the one that gets fried in our fat. If we do our job well, with integrity, and in the best interest, not of ourselves, but of the country, we not enhance it, we strengthen it. If we screw up in doing that job, if we make the mistake of believing that the assignment we have been given is something that we are entitled to because we are good laborers. If we
talk again, Bruce, I make them hear. Take off me at you. Talk again.
Assignment we have been given is something that we are entitled to because we are good laborers. If we believe that we are put there to pursue our own interests or feather our own nest, then we're letting down Andrew Holness. We're caught in the game. We must not let him down.
Them caught in
we
it.
must not let down the thousands of laborers who put us where we are and who have kept us where we are. We must not spit in the faces of the thousands who don't identify themselves as laborers but went and voted for us because of the trust and the confidence that Andrew has inspired in them.
The whole of that trust again. Because Bruce just tell you everything where you want here. I me to call my hat to Bruce. Don't put nothing from Bruce. More often, Bruce, if you teach him these things. You understand? There's no way you have, and I like you say, you see me about? Yeah, man, I be either thing Andrew go on with, man. Bruce, I have to tell him, and Bruce, I tell him as is. Him go to the conference, I hear film thing, the corruption. And him have to jump to defense. But you know want to defend them. Because I like if a man say, hey, me quit, you're going to lose the government. No, me have other people can replace him. Use honest people. Eh? But the place I lose money left, right, and center, and then what you do now, every time them do bad. Let me tell you this. Him different from a gang leader? No. Not different from a cult? No. No. And you have to remind him these things. You have to tell him the truth. You see me I say? Yeah, man, you have to tell him the truth. See? Different from that? No. Why? Because if you I got see somebody that do so much bad, but you jump to them defense and then you and I tell me say them good. Google gonna right, him good. That man there, Mr. Crab no right, him good. So you back everything. They look the money gone, the man in a gone in a prison. When you sit down, a matter of fact, Andrew no fire nobody. Them resign. Them resign. Him allow them to resign. You know, come and fire Mr. Trump fire people. Him a matter of fact, him use him tweet. See? You could have do it. So we just say, yo, him serious, you know. Those more talk more serious than you right now. Him come at this not to come and say, yeah, do good. And yeah, do this. Him come and tell you the fault. And him I tell them, I remind them, say, hey, remember say people don't give this like a phone. And a phone this. So when you can't stay then I go and do no look at either thing. You hear him say you build capital, you lose it. Him smart. Smart word. You understand? No man, you take off your hat with your smart word. Let me tell you this, you know. But them not understand with me, you know. When me hear people attack and it makes sense, it makes sense. If Andrew talk, alright, I'm gonna play a video. But Andrew attack at the same thing. I'm gonna talk about flight declarator too. Oh, by the way, you know what start the bus thing? What me just show? Let me tell you when I started, because the police send this to me. Downtown, You know the lane where the bus them parking at? Not the lane, not the lane. Police parking private car in there. Listen this. Police parking private car in the lane downtown. The bus go in at the lane. Remember I'm turning film face, so him want the bus reverse. Now the bus rule, you must not reverse the bus. You know the bus from them turning, you must, because you can't see behind the bus then anything happening, you know. Remember this of the bus park, you know. If them see you as a man go drive, even if the police, you're not supposed to park in there. You're not supposed to do it. So that burns some ego, the man now want reverse. Them drive him out and lock him up. Police say either thing. This uncalled for and this a disrespect. So you have a bus strike now. What the bus man do? You think a bus stop him stop? No. A park him go in where the bus be there. Downtown. You know where they right? Yeah? So when for going to the lane, not the lane, him have film vehicle in there to my police. And I tell the bus man him for reverse. Make him drive through. The man can't do that. The man tell him he can't reverse. Him not supposed to do that. Because if that lick up the bus or do anything, and that them vex and lock up the man for. Lock up the man. So when me say a police come out and say, are we near police? Nobody no bigger than we, nobody no better than we. Even if a police vehicle, you're not supposed to park it in there. You see me I say? You're not supposed to park it in there. Police will send it to me. I'm vehicle in park there. Go to bus to park. I remember you have different lanes, you know. Say no him instead of come out of the lane there, so say the bus are blocking the man for reverse. The man now reverse. You're not supposed to in the lane. It caused this. Can you imagine? If I drive away and then go into the lane. See? And it caused this what you see now. You lock up a man, although you're wrong. But you use the badge and gun, although you're wrong. But you hear the hierarchy come out and say, no, this is supposed to work. Then none of that. You see, poor people feel it. I serve and protect. You feel say, even if you have the police vehicle, and you do something, it can't clamp. Let me tell you this. You can go look on YouTube now. And you see the warden them in a UK. Them clamp police step on them job. And them clamping car because them park at the agent when they're supposed to park. No parking. And there's a police vehicle. You say, oh, me I work. No, the police, nobody couldn't do him nothing. You have to go pay the price. Because if nobody not supposed to park, the park behind it. Come out and do your thing in a park. Because remember, you know, in black it. But for a fire start, no a fire engine for come. You know say a danger that and you go about your business. Why you not do that? If it will kill, these are the things that people will look at and say, oh, am I doing work? No. The man always argue, the man say, nah, pull. When could I do the man? But in a Jamaica now you have police, he say me have badge and gun. Me can't do anything. You understand? Them want clap them first of all, and you want clap down on our people freedom of speech. See, you talk, them go under them bed theme. Police come say, hey, are we a police? No man, nobody than we. Nobody no bigger than we. You can go into the bus be in the lane where the bus you park. And then you do something like this. So when you go into the bus lane, see me, I know. Alright, look on this. Because I just show it. I have to show it again. See? As I say, we have to take off your taboos because when a man come up and talk real thing, you give him credit. Them a keep conference and me say I fly green when I get charged and nothing at all. Him they chat a bag of foolishness. Me soon will die take for him thing too. See? Bruce alone. Bruce, me take off my hat and salute you. Yeah? For that speech I salute you because it make 100% sense. You give him a warning, him can't come and say, hey, me clean. But you dive and you cover up all of this corruption. You corrupted. You not do that. You couldn't get me to do that because number one, you not put nobody there for serve and when you look, you just push them around. You just an executive, you get a job for do, you do it. Stop and go people like a film place. It now run boom bam bam bam. Bruce speech right. Him right. Alright, so make sure now where them lock up the bus man first. So through that. See it, see boss man where him suffer. Look here. Him now reverse that night there, right? So them do the boss man this. This is how them do the boss man, right? Look here. Them want him to reverse, him now go reverse because them not supposed to in there. Look here. They lock him up there. You arrest him because you have the police car there so in there and next car in there too. And you want him for reverse. Him not reverse. Him not supposed to reverse. Eh? Him not supposed to do what you tell him to do. You tell him to break the law. Eh? You see me I say? So him not supposed to do this. You understand? You see? See you know? The boss people them have to come out come strike. You what the man them say so? You what the man them say right so? See that? Yeah. They couldn't hear this.
Morning time, my current situation this, see me? No movements. See me? Everything at a standstill, no bus no roll out. See me? So that I go on at this place here. See me? We're tired of what them are going with. And it's time to take a stand. So every man forward in and we are discussing this amongst ourselves. See me? No bus no roll out. Yeah. So a man just forward in, sign, and every bus park. When there are no movements and we tired of the foolishness where them are going over here, so you see me? I want to see the union them being active on this one. You see me? Because this thing here go too far. We don't want to wait until a driver gets serious injury much more than what go on. You see me? The embarrassment and them thing there is enough. You see me? Yeah, man. So this is our current situation. All of the bus them park. See me? Engine are run on some of them. See me? But everything stationary. Not now move out of the depot this morning. See me? Yeah man, our current situation is. See me? Yeah man, we don't have to walk the whole yard. Because you see the thing how it's set up, you know what I say, all bus line up. But we need justice to walk on. Up top.
So this cause from what? Because police go partner the bus lane downtown. Where the bus going and the bus drive going in a lane, in the lane. And he might tell the police, he might tell the busman for reverse. You know say you're not supposed to put no police vehicle, not supposed to go there your private vehicle. And you can tell a bus about because for them mandate enough for reverse. When you drive in or you drive, they make you drive in. When you drive out. Another thing lock him up for. And pull him from on a steerings. A government vehicle. A government worker like you, the police. So you have different agency or government at work. To fulfill the people them needs. Okay? So we have the bus. The state agency bus. We're only supposed to protect. We're not supposed to see it and mash up people, things, stone and things. They might get locked up. We're supposed to protect this a taxpayer's money. The vehicle will not drive a taxpayer's money to, you know. Government thing, a taxpayer's money too. See, the weapon we have a government thing, taxpayer's money too. See? Every bullet, everything. The clothes, taxpayer's money too. See? So, you don't know if it does enforce, you know, if it does, you know, serve and protect and reassure. Serve and protect. See? So, you know, they're for bully and collect. I do what you want, do what you're eager bruise. And by the way, when a man commit a crime, I tell you before, he commit a crime against him, commit a crime against the state. A man never commit a crime, because I say it to you. The man, if the man of reverse, I take your wrongful order, you will lock him up. So see the whole of the bus them strike. So I have bus a strike all over the place. Some people, you see what happen now, and the people them get hurt. The people them at Jamaica get hurt. Who are go them work, you know, them are bus here because the taxi might have there. If you go take on them thing, then they might go work and government will lose one bag of money. You take them off a government thing and you leave it. So when you have the man they start collect the money or anything at all, what you do? You hurt the system. And you still don't want to pay because you abuse the one ego. You're not supposed to you violate and go in there, you forget charge. But if you say no, me a police, me can't do anything. No go so. Only in a dictator country. But if you talk about sovereign country, a democratic country, you're not supposed to do these things. All you and them do that will make a citizen arrest on you. And disarm you. Put your gun in or something and carry you in. Carry you in. Carry in your backside. People them decide, you know, hurt you. We just disarm you. You just have to do something illegal and we do a citizen arrest on you. But no, in Jamaica, they say, boy, I'm going to try to do something. No. Much people in the bus, around 100, disarm your backside. And carry you in. Take your one and cuff you. And tell them what wrong you do. Take the picture of the thing and carry you in. You understand? Because they can do citizen arrest. You say, no, them can't do it, of course. The man don't go draw feet where they kill the black youth in the state. And I say a citizen arrest, the man do no, you could have do citizen arrest, but that definitely is a crime when you commit. This is a different thing. You can park in that and then you bully the man and then take him out and lock him up. We leave government property. Where them could have vandalized and everything and take the man, put and carry and go lock him up. Only two out of order. Yeah man, them out of order man. Yeah man, yeah Gaza. Yeah man. No, you see, them have to understand, you know. You see me I say? Them, yeah, them are public servants. And this is what we are talking about. But we have people like yourself, them don't understand so now. They know in the 1980s, 70s, 80s and 90s, 2021, 2022. I want to still attack Jamaican people for that. We don't see what I run. See? You know, so the place I run. They say, Andrew, I tell him, man, I take out my ad to Bruce, and when him tell Andrew, I'm going to play it back again, and just listen him good. When him say, make sense. Because I be a criminal on Andrew, I mash up the country, and Andrew defend them. If I defend criminal, all them I tell him to give up criminal, and yesterday I have so much criminal, and Andrew defend them. Eh? What you call that? May I get peace of the Lord? Eh? So you just play and just go and play a defense. Anytime you see them do something and then boom bam, it depends on your watch. You're the worst of the worst. You understand? And Bruce come up, Bruce 70 years, so him come up and talk the truth. You know, him don't know where I avoid. He might come up and come talk the truth. So, I'm going to play about Bruce and you listen what Bruce has said. Bruce come at the conference. When you come there, Mr. Mackenzie talk, we are the best alternative. I'll talk about alternative and we are the best after so much people dead for Andrew watch. When you make him open up back the country, the lollipop man, jar man. Make him open back the country and give, yo, I feel with grand people and wow, dead, you know. You understand? It's bad. It's bad. Enough people dead. 2,300 and see? People still are dead. When you open it up for keep an election. And when they're done, come with $10,000. And I say fly green away, I boast attack some foolishness. I can't some fire upon him when I'm done, but I have to heal up those first. Because this a speech, you know, at the bite of the week. And not even bite and the yammings of the week. You understand? Because him talk truthful. So in that day conference, don't want to boots them and I chat the foolishness. That's what Andrew do. Boy, I'm proud of myself when I do crime fighting, but you're still, you say you're proud, you know. You say it in other paper, you're proud of everything what you do. When you was at opposition, you say the right thing, you're coming at this, and when you do the wrong thing, you still. Now admit say you're wrong, you still, and say you do the right thing and you're proud. But you still have a state of emergency if you're proud of it, or you do things. You just say, I play a video when we're done. At the same conference, and just say, who carry the most gangs, and we spend the most money in a wow, but it now the most money now have effect. Because if it has spend the money the right way, it have a better effect. Because we are creating employment and all kind of things and putting skill centers and reach out to the unattached youths. See, if we come out with big gun and lock up the youth, then we don't have nothing to do, we get all. We so expire too. So I'm to the youth, them that mean Jamaica have the future. When make people write on a book when they're supposed to write, and I say, Chinese never done wrong yet, and they mean we're good and them a build up a country. So I'm to the builders, Jamaica Builders Association, so when I build up country too, I build enough place. And them stand up to today. I'm to the Builders Association. So Chinese come and build place and them do one. So when I get Chinese, but look how much great people in Jamaica. From Marcus Garvey come right up, Miss Lou, run it with Ronnie Williams, run it with the artist. See? We're not talking about politician. See? So Gregory Isaac, John Holt, Ken Booth, you know, dead and yo, it's a shame. I'm gonna play about Bruce and then I'm gonna play the man here. I'm gonna play about Bruce. Hold on, I'm gonna play about Bruce. Play about Bruce.
I told Andrew last week that he's being forced on the back foot too often. Too often when he should be hitting boundaries and putting runs on the board. He's being forced to play defensive stroke to protect the wicket. Use a football analogy. He has
to protect the wicket. Him attacking him use football analogy, right? Him attacking a metaphors, right? No problem. So him nobody call the name them. So just listen what him say. You know, him protect them. And it bad.
I told Andrew last week that he's being forced on the back foot too often. Too often when he should be hitting boundaries and putting runs on the board. He's being forced to play defensive stroke to protect the wicket. Use a football analogy. He has to be spending too much time springing to the left and diving to the right to prevent a defender's goal. It's not fair to him. I told him last week that he has accumulated political capital that I wished I had had. I said to him, as my leader, as my successor, and as my friend, you have that political capital. Don't be afraid to use it when it is necessary to use it. Because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
You hear what I'm saying? You hear what I say yes again now. Take off your attributes, man, this. Hear this.
When we mess up, when we screw up, he's the one that gets blamed, not us. He's the one that gets fried in our fat.
So when them screw up, but tell me one now, but if him I chuck to the left and the right and I defend them when them screw up, so him I forget the blame anyway. And they them watch. So you say the right things and you say him I get the blame when they mess up because everything depend them watch. And him I protect them too. Him no draw swift action, him protect them.
Well, with integrity and in the best interest, not of ourselves, but of the country. We not enhance it, we strengthen it. If we screw up in doing that job, if we make the mistake of believing that the assignment we have been given is something that we are entitled to because
the assignment that we have been given is something that we're entitled to. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Labor, if we believe that we are put there to pursue our own interests or feather our own nest, then we're letting down Andrew Holness. We're cold in the game. We must not let him down. We must not let down the thousands of laborites who put us where we are and who have kept us where we are. We must not spit in the faces of the thousands who don't identify themselves as laborites but went and voted for us because of the trust and the confidence that Andrew has inspired in them.
Yeah. When my talk makes sense. No man, when a man attack and it makes sense, you know. Let me tell you this. And these people that understand it. Bruce, me take off me out the day to you, yeah? Because we attack, nobody you can't rubbish what him say. Because of the truth. You understand? So Andrew jump to the left and the right and I do all kind of little things and I try to save them back. And I'm no business about the people them. Bruce attack sense to him and say, yo, get sensible. You cannot do this to the people them. You should have do better. Them man, them are thief, them are do this, them. You get rid of them. You have other people you could have put in. You have to protect the people them purse. You understand taxpayers purse and everything. It might tell him, too much criminal around you, too much of this. You understand? Too much corruption. And him say it. So I'm not going to figure hype and nothing at all. I tell him the truth. And I say it to the public and make him know. Eh? Let me tell you this. The greatest thing enough you know, if you have a brethren and him can't tell you the truth and you're a brethren, you don't want a yes man around you. So if you get up and you do something bad and him can't tell you, say, yo, even if you have vex himself, yo, he might tell you the truth. He might tell you the truth to vex him no business neither. Me rather them kind of people that will tell you the truth. More than them gas you up. Pan all the wrongs where you do them gas you up. Or you have to correct yourself. Oh. And you know, allow Google Gaga to correct himself, you know. Google Gaga now working him just about the money, the 18 million, you know. Him stand up and the man do good crime fighting. And yes, still, Lindsay did come and say, listen, him not fight crime, him not do nothing in a day-to-day runnings. Serious. You understand? So if she come and say that, why Angela come now and I say yes, and him back, you know, him back the commissioner 100% and him back Mr. Crab 100% and you know what him a do. That's how him name, Mr. Crab. When Mr. Crab name again? Security Minister, Mr. Crab, in a SpongeBob. Yeah. See? Him back Mr. Crab. And him back the next one from the soldier place there. The little one there. Yeah, I want there. Pay foolishness in talk. The man talk like it's a dictator country. Soldier no business in your internal affairs like that. Yeah, talk about the judicial system. All that reaching in your head. You know, legislator, not your soldier. You're supposed to watch the Chinese, them and every foreign national in our country. And I get intelligence from them who are spy and who want to do with arm and them thing there. You know, have nothing from them. Wanna put them in a book. And I give the kids them and tell them how them nice and things. So we Jamaican, we terrible to ourselves, horrible. And have people put in a book, oh, Ministry of Education pass, I don't know Andrew, all that pass. Yeah, teach a 4-year-old kid them number of food this year. It's unbelievable. So I could hear Andrew, but Andrew thought, I see my try catch entertainment, but I do a package after COVID done. We don't know when COVID are done. When COVID done, we do a package. You don't need to do a package. Do it for the poor people, them, man. See? Yeah, man. Just make sure the poor them are right, man. So I could just hear what Andrew say, yes, sir. Make we hear Andrew say, yes, sir.
Prime Time News and the special welcome to viewers on onespotmedia.com. Up first, it's gonna be alright. The declaration from Prime Minister Andrew Holness as he addressed most of the issues plaguing the country.
So I'm gonna sing, you know. I could hear him sing say, don't worry about that thing, everything gonna be alright. Hear him again.
At the Jamaica Labour Party's 78th anniversary conference at the National Indoor Centre, Mr. Holness reaffirmed his commitment to tackling crime. Off-key and high-pitched, singing.
Backside. Reporter say half-key and high-pitch. When me hear about Andrew sing, I say I can't voice him. Reporter, you know, easy, you know. Well on.
His commitment to tackling crime. Off-key and high-pitched, singing not one of the high points of the Prime Minister. That aside, the bigger picture, a message of hope, was evident throughout his presentation today at the JLP's 78th annual conference at the National Indoor Centre. Worrying issues of crime, states of emergency, police salary, all addressed. A day after the expiration of the states of emergency in 7 police divisions, Mr. Holness addressed the opposition's decision not to support the extension.
I don't know of any other free and democratic society that has the murder rate that we have. It is unusual. It is an emergency. I'm sorry that the opposition does not see it that way.
He also defended his administration's crime response.
And that is why you are seeing gangs being brought before the courts. So
if we don't can't target and get the gang, it's unusual because 1,300 dead right now, right? And every year, I can go look at statistics at the same amount of thing. 1,000 from 1,003 to 1,000, like 6 every year. It go down from 1,600 and odd. So it not go back up there so for a time now. But they between wait there every year. Maybe it go at 1,200 and then go up back, but it not go under nothing under 1,000. See? More than 20 years. You can go look at the statistic. We'll look on it.
Hear them say, you need more intelligence and you need to do more investigation. Duh.
Yeah.
When have you ever seen so many gangs being brought before our courts to face justice?
How much gang that brought before the court? So if we not get the gang them, then them are cause them harm. So so much people are dead. So go get the rest, target them. Personally target them then. If it's so much gang, you have 33 there so and you have a next gang where them not go so them have to let them go. Can we just catch up some people and just say a gang now, you know? Yeah? So how much gang did they face justice?
You think we just pull them out?
He disclosed the administration is now working with a French technology company to assist with crime-fighting efforts.
So well on. So you work with a French. That's so much company you work with? French technology company to assist with crime-fighting method? And him still not come with a crime plan, you know. Eh? Yeah, man, I the gang that general. Hear this.
Our courts to face justice. You think we just pull them out?
He disclosed the administration is now working with a French technology company to assist with crime-fighting efforts.
Some time ago, I explained to the nation that I can't say too much. People talking about the crime plan and which crime plan. That's the easy retort whenever, you know, I've seen people ask, so what would you do? And they bounce around and skirt around the issues because they really don't know. They don't have a clue. But the usual retort is, where's the crime plan? There's no crime plan. Rubbish.
And him not talk about the plan, you know. Him just say crime plan. Now, you talk to a technology company. Not a security technology company. Work out a crime plan, technology. We are do put in the camera and them thing there. Eh? We just buy it from them and we just put them in. So you mean by rubbish? Where the crime plan? You talk about the crime plan from 2012. So where the crime plan? Or 2016, you say you have a crime plan from back then. Yeah, you have a crime plan. Where the crime plan?
No other government in Jamaica has spent the budget on national security that this government has done. None.
Who asks about the budget? What the crime plan? So you waste your money. You're wasting your money. Where the crime plan? You say rubbish. But you spend much money on what gain. You just say we have the highest murder rate per capita in the world. You still a rubbish. So by spending the money, I waste the money. That is a crime plan? Where you call the SOE, where you spend the money on a crime plan? I'm on sick, you know. Yeah.
People talking about the crime plan and which crime plan. That's the easy retort whenever, you know, I've seen people ask, so what would you do? And they bounce around and skirt around the issues because they really don't know. They don't have a clue.
Why you ask somebody what you do? You don't you want the job, you get the job? Don't you have a man, you put a Google Gaga there for crime plan where you ask the people what would they do? Who I get 18 million for a year? Plus have a one bag of things under them belt. You shouldn't ask somebody what they might do. Step out of the job and then give somebody who can manage the job. You know, ask somebody about what they might do. Them not get paid for do this.
But the usual retort is, where's the crime plan? There's no crime plan. Rubbish. No other government in Jamaica has spent the budget on national security that this government has done. None.
Yo, the man attack said the budget we him spend. Waste some money. Waste some money. And say rubbish. Eh? Waste our money. Well, and the soldier them stand upside of that thing here. What is? No bicycle, no walking. What is? Ask back, no trolley. What is again? No car pushing our. What is them put us on? And a vehicle? Me not understand this. Me not know whether sign the fire now. Because I couldn't that. Go on, hear this.
New tougher firearm legislation in 2022.
Were it up to me, I am not a believer in the death penalty.
Don't talk about it. Because you should even mention about this and that and say, oh, me are talking of this and that. See, you know, talk for come make no talking. You don't believe in a death penalty. You don't believe in a what I'm saying in a school again, think the punishment. So you don't believe that teacher for drop kids like when we are grow up back in the days. See? The kids them have a free run. You don't believe in that. Then you come talk something, then you don't believe in this, but you talk about it. It don't make no sense.
But for this, I would make an exception. Anyone found with a gun should start with the death penalty.
Anyone found with a gun. I found him saying, anyone found with a gun. Him never said with a legal gun. Anyone found with a gun. Which I them put illegal because him never said that. Him say anyone found with a gun. Maybe just listen, man. Anyone found with a gun should start with a death penalty. Him never say illegal gun. But first, the American will come down with the gun the other day when they charge 800,000. She and her man. You have to start from she first, no? Eh? Yeah.
Death penalty. But
Him say illegal gun? Let just listen what him say.
Jamaica has spent the budget on national security that this government has done. None.
He promised new tougher firearm legislation in 2022.
Were it up to me, I am not a believer in the death penalty. But for this, I would make an exception. Anyone found with a gun should start with the death penalty.
Foolishness. So them put illegal gun in it, but them never say illegal gun. Them say the man found with a gun. So them find it with a gun, and who find who? If you just get death penalty. Okay. And then we are going to say, oh, him attack illegal gun. Him for straighten him argument too. Eh? You understand? So man, yeah man, for your phone, we're going to get that penalty. So I know that anyone will rob from the office, or any one of them minister, death penalty straight. Eh? You see me, I said death penalty for them. Mr. Man, you can't talk something that don't make no sense. Yeah.
Forgive the hyperbolic expression.
Yeah, don't forgive hyperbolic expression.
What I'm saying is, there needs to be stiffer penalties for those people.
Against the background of news,
Foolishness attack. And then you realize the foolishness attack.
a recent quadruple murder in Clarendon was in part ordered by an inmate serving a 42-year sentence. Mr. Holness also said a budget will be set aside next year for a high-security prison.
This high security will be that telecommunications will not escape. So it's a high security in the sense that it will be high-tech in its ability to prevent external communications.
See, I talk upon this now. Where that make you, if it for bill, if it does bill. And by right, it a bill prison, and it having telephone where you can listen. So I make a man go make him call. And it a tape like anywhere else in the world. Anywhere else in the world. So him can take up the telephone and call, but remember it a recorded. So you if I talk to anybody in a code and not any criminal thing, you catch it from, but you can go pick up the other one from the end. That's if you do.
Conceded that more needs to be done for the JCF, where rank-and-file members have taken the government to court for outstanding overtime monies.
There is great sympathy. I will leave the ministers to carry out their duties.
Yeah. There is great sympathy. If you have sympathy from how long the people them have them money, you don't have no sympathy from them. More talk not do nothing about you know. Under right in the money and make sure them get their money. You understand? It's a foolishness.
In this regard. But we agree that we need to spend more on the JCF.
And like he did in the run-up to the 2016 general election, amidst shocking murder levels, another crime commitment.
We will make Jamaica a safe place to live.
You hear him again? Eh? I think people are idiot. Hey, I give a joke about that, you know. And it might have sounded weird. I tell you that thing about my cousin. Remind me.
Commitment.
We will make Jamaica a safe place to live.
All right. So you see the commitment there? I'm going a little joke about the commitment there. You know, so sometimes you have to go into some real thing, you know. All right. So hear this now. If I make Jamaica a safe place to live, would I take that from Andrew? Unless you don't have no sense to go listen to Andrew and take that from Andrew. I give a little joke. I have a cousin named Tommy. Big man, you know. Yeah? We have 4. Him they just live a yard, top side my yard. But hear this now. And Miss Dolly, Miss Blanche have a yard and Miss Dolly, after Miss Blanche did, Miss Dolly then buy the yard. So Miss Dolly have the yard. And rent him the house, rent him a room over there. So when Tommy you know, she forget her rent, the country come back and give her Miss Dolly, because she's a big woman and all woman at the time, you know. She mother Cynthia live over there. Miss Dolly, here Tommy, you know, call her, you know, I carry some banana, you know, it's 2 on a banana. She said, thanks, Tommy, and give her some fish. They run after the evening. Because I rent Joe. I get on a rent, you know. Hear him come, hear Miss Dolly come, and Tommy, what about my rent? My rasta, you know. Tommy say, what the cloth you think I give you those for? Eh? You think I'm there with you? What you think I give you those fish and man? That is your rent. Fish shoot off. Yeah? So, the following month, him come back. Miss Dolly, yes, Tommy, and go for more food for go get her must see or something. Go get her some other thing. She said, no, Tommy, me alright. He said, Tommy, go out and go down the road. You Miss Dolly, no? You think me a fool? You think me a come take this next time you come tell me about my rent? Me no want that from you. Saying that to saying this, you know. Him, I say you sleep in the window and door open already. And now I come tell you about your safe and don't worry about a thing. He must sing Bad Marley. Them say him half and everything gonna be alright. Eh? Him a make you safe. Him a make you safe? No, sir. Him talk back with you. Me say Bruce, we take off a act for what Bruce say. Because him just come tell him the straight truth. You know, get this like I want a bed of roses. You have to salute Bruce that. You can't take nothing off of what Bruce say. See? And Bruce I say him a jump to the stump them. And him I protect them. Him I protect all of them. For the amount of money gone and everything, him sit down and I protect them. Eh? So if you protect them, that means everything depends on your shoulder. You have Prime Minister that depends on your shoulder. Because you supposed to know, you know put, if you're Alibaba, you know put the 40 teeth in there, or 40 teeth in there. No, star. See? You say about me Alibaba people are watching me already. So I'm not going to put it in there, you know. Must find two little one who can work, or the police have to go call in and deal with you. You forget dealt with. But no, him protect all of them. Not kill them wrong. Him protect them and move them up. And give them back some post. Like them have something for him. You know, like when you move loot and I take something and then him get a piece of it. Look on this now. Look on this. Here we must say about artists. I'm going to drop the word in about here we must say now. He must say about entertainment. Hear this. A man sit down and watch what we are talking about and feeling can catch people, you know. Yeah.
And the Prime Minister is promising that the entertainment sector will receive special assistance from the government at the end of the COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Holness said it was important to acknowledge the serious toll COVID-19 restrictions had taken on the entertainment industry.
And we will do something for the entertainment sector generally. We've contemplated how to and how we can very quickly after the pandemic resuscitate and support the sector. The sector is responsible for Brand Jamaica and for keeping the Jamaican flag flying.
Who don't hear that from people? I want you think it's easy. Yeah. Eh? Because when we're there in the road, remember, you know, you must keep Jamaican flag flying, but them teach you the less. Yeah, people are write up in a book about Chinese and what Chinese do for Jamaica and what have you, and them not get trouble and all kind of things. So Jamaica, but you come talk about Brand Jamaica and keep the flag flying. Anywhere we're there, how we name we? We don't have no name in nobody country, none at all. See? Hear him.
Very quickly after the pandemic, resuscitate and support the sector. The sector is responsible for Brand Jamaica and for keeping the Jamaican flag flying all around the world. An incalculable benefit that we get, so we can't be mean-spirited to the entertainment sector.
Meantime, Mr. Holness continued to bemoan misinformation being spread during the pandemic.
Yeah, man, say no. Him start attack people online now, man, attack now, you know. Like them thing, because him just say Brand Jamaica, because of course, we ambassador out the road. See? Here we might try now. Hear this now.
Who would seek to exploit this conundrum, to sow seeds of social discontent, to promote class warfare and turn citizens against the state.
Nobody now turn a citizen against the state a criminal. So you talk about class warfare, una war against the poor people. So him attack a foolishness. You see him know when him attack and when you attack, you get back attack. Remember now you alone have mic in front of you right now. Yeah, remember it's true that we're running, you know. And keep enough shows and everything and music we do, you know. Eh? So you can't stay there.
Content to promote class warfare and turn citizens against the state. These are not random, unconnected, uncoordinated efforts.
Some say it's not unconnected and uncoordinated. Some say it's coordinated. Said some people that mean want put it maybe to some politics or something now in a film head. We born you know. We're not a politician, but we born you know out. We don't mean Jamaica and good to go back way. Look what money value right now. Not giving a chat around here.
Interestingly, alongside the COVID-19 pandemic, we are seeing an infodemic, a pandemic of misinformation in both social and traditional media, calculated with political intent to sow strife.
Yeah, with political intent. Me not tell us that to man a long time, man. You hear me?
The Prime Minister said Jamaicans should not respond to attempts to exploit the pandemic for party political gains.
Well on. Him does something where him say, don't exploit the pandemic. Under your watch. But let me tell you this. Under him watch, you must say exploit the pandemic. Me draw back. Alright. What me think today? Wait, if I draw back something to you know, you matter about the chicken gun here. And the government couldn't angle it in 2014. You must say, boy, it's a pandemic and them couldn't, and the chicken gun here, how much? You remember them talk about dead babies. See? And you talk about the chicken gun here where you know it said that mash up the place. You talk about chicken gun, but nobody must exploit because the shoes up on your foot now. People are dead. People dead and there were 2,300 odd people. You know, mention once people dead. You don't even say, sorry. Not at all. If other people right now can be a good position in that down pandemic, say, look how much people no make dead. When you open back place them that hammer down. See? And that's the people must exploit for you say what I want. Nobody now use nothing for what I want. We want people survive. We want to get rid of ghettos. Let me tell you something, the real ghettos people, just hear what me I say. Just Google what is ghetto. We're not afraid to say ghetto was a Nazi camp them. Ghetto, when them cut and starve off people dead have coal and when in a snow. What you mean frozen thing kill them because them furnace not up, nothing not up. Them do them all kind of things who not get gas chamber. Them live in the worst of the worst. Nothing them have. Help starve them to death and them have to come out and work. Those are ghettos. And then it hurt in a 2021, may you see, we know in our own country, a democratic country, you still have ghetto in a inner city. I'm going to ask them what is ghetto. I'm going to show it again so people can look on it. Because when I talk, I'm going to tell you this. Yo, it does hurt me, It hurt me. Hurt me bad. See? Tell them, say, we not big friend, we not want a friend from them, we not hurt up poor people. I mean, poor people not good. We not going to start, man. Just start, but you don't mean nothing. See? See, I can show you something, alright, so. Ghetto. See? When you just Google it, man. Google it. See that? See there? Life in the ghetto. And people have said, oh, no, I real ghetto. So we look on the word cards. We look on the encyclopedia. So we look on ghetto. Life in the ghetto. And this, it will show you how them used to run ghettos. You understand? See it? Life in the ghetto usually unbearable. Overcrowding was common. One apartment might have several families living in it. Plumbing broke down. Human waste was thrown in street along with garbage. Contagious diseases spread. People were always hungry. German deliberately tried to starve residents by allowing them to purchase only a small amount of bread, potatoes, and fat. Some residents had some money and vulnerables. They would trade for food, smuggling into the ghetto. And those were forced. So when you look on ghettos, and then what is a ghetto? If you ask yourself what's a ghetto, this was what Nazi camp them. But ghetto, this is how them force people to live in a ghetto, a rundown place and everything. Children, everything, everybody under this. So, you know, when you have our country now, you know, especially in a cities, let me say something here, so. This is something here, so. Ghetto. Rundown area of any town city, but most often using terms of inner city. Any area low or non-existent property value. And it will show you what is a ghetto, you know. Saying, do we have enough of this at Jamaica? See, we have enough of this in Jamaica. You understand? We have all kind of things in a Jamaica where it more earth and have nothing they like and have no hope. See? And tell me what. I just so you see even the Prime Minister, you know, when you get up and talk about you want to get rid of crime and thing, first thing what you do, you have 63 members of parliament. Most of them, enough of them, you know, especially in a town and enough little place, I just run down place them run and it keep up them vote. Them don't want to change. If them that work for change it. Some people have something, you make them get some loan and them big up on the place. Like way you look at turn like uptown. Big and nice. I pay a big dirty fence and be a gunshot. And the Prime Minister constituency itself, not so much people dead. Just look at last year, look at this year and them thing that war going in there regularly. And if him not stop that, me don't want to hear from him. You're the Prime Minister. You do your best to turn it in a model community that everybody else follow, and then you put the task to everybody else, you know, so you want to follow suit. PMP and GLP follow suit. Make we done with it. We not give no contract, none, to no era leader. We not sit down and negotiate and chat to them. We don't want them vote, and we not come say it up front. And them are come out of a place too. Any gun, we are get them out. And remember, people have voted on, so on the ear. They want to delegate them come from. They want the people them come from a vote and them think they say on the ear. When you know the man the way him do, you know the man there. Or I'm a businessman, but you still carrying some gun. Or I'm a this, but you still him control the youth them. You want the vote, so yes, we give him some contract because he have to feed the youth and them run him. Then you no come and this and chat foolishness. You're not serious. I mean, I tell you as is. See the British ambassador before him leave. Him I tell you all the politicians them come up and tie up with gangs and guns and all kind of things. And them talk to the US, them US counterpart and Canadian counterpart. Oh, politician corrupt so. Them talk. Can let me tell you this when people don't realize. When you have an embassy in your place, it not just an embassy for just get a visa, you know. Get that information. And them because territory that they get that information our country run. See? It get around and do all kind of things. So them have all kind of things. So that them do. Them do a lot of that. A lot. And them get the information from other people who are coming to the country too. So in other words, you see China big up themselves. US did that everybody get the information from them. They know what China do. They know what Jamaica do. They might say boom bam bam. So if you do some boom boom and you try to make a look, I'm China India get the information like crazy. Some of them people don't come work. Wow. As some undercover them man. And come and do your work and do everything same way and go on like boom bam bam. But they might gather information by doing work. If you put them in a technology because they about get your whole thing, your whole place. See? Me never not ask we know that. You can't go read about just go read about them. They study about these countries too much. We know. So China put footprint in the west, so them the near if anything broke out them the near. I remember, you know, Jamaica Defense Force were used against what one people where, you know, Ghana do this way, talking and attack or sentence. You're not supposed to have the soldier do that. You cross the border. And the other thing that happened, if America or any country said one Apache, America said one Apache helicopter, the little dirty helicopter them we have up a camp them, I don't know where they do it. Because the little searchlight can't do nothing. When a helicopter just one destroy the whole camp. You know them thing have 2 L missile roll on run out and run away. Because we don't need lamp pile. And I say we don't want some face them in a business. So then them should have some gym where they exercise to and build up themselves and you know them not even training, you know, say be youth or yo. Me don't know, Jano. Them need lamp pile. Them have worm. You know, sure. Don't so. You thought them things you're supposed to them sit them, you know. And so the one known some him not have no man. But look on the sword, them have worm. Them need lamp pile, man. For them need lamp pile, brother. You see? You see me I say? No man, you remember we give lamp pile to like we look at pups them because when them have worm, you want, you know. Because they can't get fat or nothing. You know, they can't build no muscle or nothing and okay, them go train. Them in a soldier, but them need lamp pile. We want to flush them out, you know, and give them some lamp pile and see if we can beat them up. Yeah, man. So they don't need lamp pile, man. So you know who get lamp pile, man. Yeah, man. They need lamp pile, man. You see what I say? Yeah, man, them a verb, man. Yeah? Yeah, man. You see them soldier, first time soldier that build up themselves and the training, they put on something pan them and them they exercise up and keep fit. No. Them man need lamp oil. No man has nothing at all. It's wrong. You see what I say? Yeah, man. They was me know no but no, but look pan me see the general and the general little so. The general little bit so. The general short sleeve big so. Only thing I joke me make? What me can go look on the general, man. I'm go try go find him, man. I'm go look on the general. Soldier them need lamp oil though. Them need some. You understand? And them are say it alright, it's a fashion. I'm gonna show you why them are fashion. Alright, let me see. Where name? Where the one I run it up the name? Where name? Where name? Where name again? Major what? Where name again? Tell me him name. I want to look him up. I want to show him. Where name again? Where name again? The one up there now. When soon leave. When no Google Gaga, you know. No Google Gaga. Where the major upper camp name? Defense Rocky Mead. Yeah, man. Rocky Mead. Let me see Rocky Mead. Let me see something with Rocky Mead because I see some picture with Rocky Mead. I want some video with Rocky Mead. Alright. I want to see when the name shot. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Find something with Rocky Mead, you know. You tell me now. Alright. Alright. Let me see this. Alright. See General now. Let me show you the general. See now? Empire, no disrespect, but sometimes I don't know, you know? One time I never see it. See now? You see him? See him there? See Andrew there? Andrew a giant? See Rocky me there? You see him? Me see man, they an attack and me see this little, you know, this little man and them thing there. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. See him? See now? So, me look pan him, yeah man, him around 4 feet, right? So you're supposed to tell on that. Him around 4 feet? Yeah man, him around 4 feet, man. See there? Yeah man. I want him stand up to some people, I'm sure know what I talk about. Alright, I'm sure now. Alright, when there? Alright, look. Alright, see that? Follow my Lampard statement. Say, man, Chania, Rocky me, this is general here. See me? You see him? And yeah, man, I'm sure it's sleeve that, right? Yeah, man. Rocky me, yeah, man. Rocky me this. Yeah, man. See? So, I brightness give him the position hour. Them man I go through training and them thing there. A man I go through training. Me no know. I will give him a position here. Me no know. See? This a Rocky me, you know. Yeah man. Yeah man a him man. See? I know say JCF, JDF. Soldier up there, you know. Me don't know if it's a style that I come in. Me don't know if it's a style, but him go through training, right? But you know, put on, not I think you go through some vigorous training and it build you and them things. Because I see some general and them generally, like them chest big and think through them go through X amount of training. Our general chest flat. Yeah man, like a boat chest, like a flat. You know man, I know, no disrespect to Rocky me, but a reality me attack. So for we broke out in a war, what you do? What you run out? Me no know. Them are just laugh after the general. The general, I can't sit down and make me look and Colin Paul. All of them man, there's some big man still, you know, because them do enough training. The man that when after I reach that position, him train. He don't look like him train, man. Cannot even what say. In the train, right? Him, me no know. Me no know. Cause see what general there, you know? Yeah, man. But him alive 4 feet, right? Eh? Yeah, man. No, him have no chest, man. See that flat, man. See there? No muscle at all and nothing at all. What general this, man? See? So it make the soldier them start things. So now it's a style. See? So them just have a gun. And wait, all right. Mr. Soldier, that's why I know the foolishness. Mr. Soldier, flicker soldier, you know. I youth flicker soldier, you know, and them draw gun pan him and one of them kick him. The girl, I don't know what she do. I must push her away and them rush him and them have to flick one of them and them thing there. Or I'm 3 feet tall. Yeah, because I know say him not so tall. Or I'm reaching the army. I links. Like, you know, disrespect, you know. What me have to ask, because me not understand, because me think them say soldier you have to be at certain height. And then, you know. But, Rocky, you know, not at all, me don't know. Alright, so, let me see them man where Rocky and meet. Alright. Look what I talk about that. Just look. Even the old man that Rocky me. Alright, look here. See some foreign soldier I meet Rocky with, and them I look like Australian soldier. Look here. See Rocky there? Look on them, look all upon the old man here. But look on him. See Rocky there? Rocky elbow, I juke my camera. See? And look on a soldier there where he must shake him, man. See? Watch out. A some Jamaican soldier. Alright, them not look like Jamaican soldier, but them put on the Jamaican thing pan them thing. But look on them, man, the way them never use one of them real soldier here. Look here. Them have something else pan them sleeve too, you know. You see it? Look here. Oh, Rocky elbow, man. Oh, Rocky elbow, man, little lotion still. You see it? Yeah, man. See it, eh? Are we general this here? Yeah, man. You understand? Are we general this? So them face a fashion. And this man, you know, this man them take now. He want to be police too. Can I tell you about who lock up and what time them get on all kind of little things that kind of hot made? Them need lamp oil here. So everything gets smaller. Me no know. Because me know if you have gone up and down and do the read soldier training. Rocky did pass through soldier set training. I wonder if Sylvester Stallone it, man. I know him. Rocky me this. A different Rocky. Eh? 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 Where him say? Who this? Derek what? Derek Lewis? Where Derek Lewis there? Tell me where him there. Oh. Derek Lewis? Alright, so we know right away from them say boom bam bam Derek Lewis. Yeah, the weakest link. Bye-bye, yeah? You remember weakest link in a Britain? Derek Lewis is one of them, you know. So goodbye, Derek. You're the weakest link, yeah? Goodbye. Yeah, man. Other man are gone in a with domestic affairs and attacking on judiciary and who are get let go on them thing the Rocky made. Foolishness. They are soldiers not supposed to come and attack all them can attack and give an interview and say where we are off and where we can do and we are going to do this in a time and them thing there. You can't, let me tell you this, you can't go up on the front and lead the army to go over even in a 80. The little people them in 80 we are talking about, man. We not talk them army. We not talk just the little youth them with up on the street in 80 when you can't even back them. You mad? Eh? Man, stop on the foolishness here, sir. Time to stop the foolishness. We know no foolishness, we don't know. Bruce, me take off my hat for your speech. Excellent. Me take off my hat for Bruce's speech. No joke about it. You understand? No joke about it. And the sort of them who need lamp oil, them for start carry things by the ton and make sure them get the lamp oil and get rid of the worm them that them can't hear because them not the sun and them thing and dehydration, it will hurt them, man. Them need lamp oil. Make the man them get the lamp oil, man. There, you know, keep it real, you know. 100. Loan some me up. Yeah, man, bless.